Here we go on another rainy episode of Field Trips. We're still in Kyushu and it's still raining. We are about to go visit a little cave of myth. Not really sure the entire background of it, but we'll find out as we get there. Let's just have a quick look at this viewpoint here. That was a nice and peaceful way to start the day, even though it is pouring rain. Fortunately, the main attraction was covered by a cave, so that definitely helped out. And it was actually a little quieter in there. There was a shrine in there. I did take a few pictures, but I didn't really do too much filming. So we're just gonna head back, maybe grab a snack at a beautiful cafe we saw there, and contemplate our next step. I don't like to claim anything is the best, but this is one of the best soft ices I've had. So the weatherman says tomorrow is sunny, which is a change from yesterday, which was pouring rain. We have decided to run to Mount Aso and try our luck with this sunshine. It is absolutely pouring rain right now. Hard to believe it's going to be sunny there. With that said, it is such a beautiful drive. It is so nice in this area of Kyushu. I mean, pretty much everywhere has been really beautiful. I have to be honest, it feels good to have everything clean again. Hanging out with the little guy, it's been getting a little bit ripe inside the van. He just spilled soy sauce all over the front seat. He actually tried to buy a can of sardines for dinner, and I had to teach him about eating clean in the car. And then he spilled soy sauce everywhere. Well, it appears my definition of sunshine is not the same as their definition of sunshine. All right, we got 5 minutes to game time. No sunshine. I actually checked one webcam. The sunrise was looking spectacular, but I didn't believe it because outside of my window was not the same. But then I did a little more Googling and I found 2 other webcams that did not show sunshine. Kind of weird because it was 6:30 and the sun looked like 6:30 sun, but the other webcams just show a completely different scene. So I guess from down here I'll never know what the truth is, but it's time to watch some baseball. Come on, Kondo! Kondo, my boy. Alright, well, it's the 7th inning, so it's time for a little bit of a stretch and a pro tip. Based on yesterday's heavy rain, it pretty much rained from the moment we woke up till we went to sleep. Even even though I had a rain cover on my bag, the bag still collected moisture. The main reason was because the rain was actually really heavy. The good news is you pretty much only need that one layer just to kind of stop it from penetrating the actual pack. And the pack also has its rain protective coating, as does the liner. So what you're gonna wanna do, because not only is the rain gonna collect, but condensation is going to occur, you're gonna wanna find a nice warm environment, ideally a day like today where it's sunny and there's a light breeze. Open up all the zippers and let the air flow through your bag. So you can see right here, I've got the pockets open, you've got the inner pockets open, I've got the quick access pocket, I've got the side access open, both sides, that way air can flow right through, and then we've got the rear access open. So that's your 7th inning pro tip. Time to get back to the game.
One more out.
So those guys were just completely random. They just happened to be walking by and just caught the end of the Japan-USA game. We quickly packed up and headed up towards Mount Aso. So as you can see, we started our hike up and it is once again windy. So it seems Japan is windy 98% of the time. Hopefully that doesn't affect the higher elevation too much. I left the drone in the car because I could see the wind blowing pretty heavily. Plus I double checked the forecast and it says the winds are quite high. So we'll see what happens. Let's get back at it. Very cool. I've made it to the top of Mount Eboshi. As you can see, pretty cloudy, pretty much a whiteout. Well, it's not like this hike was a total waste. It's always great to get some exercise, especially when you've been road tripping and hitting spots that aren't really too challenging to get to. With that said, it would be nice to get one photo from here that I found interesting. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I've probably got half a kilometer to a kilometer left to get that photo. Right in front of me here, there's this kind of neat open area and there's a single trail running through it. Maybe I can get some sort of directional path shot heading off into nowhere's land. Like I say, I'm only half a kilometer to the parking lot from here, and it seems that this is presenting the best photography opportunity. I think realistically for a shot like this to work, I need to have somebody in the photograph, so I'm gonna set my camera up on a tripod and I'm gonna attach my remotes to it. For the first shot, I'm just gonna shoot straight down this trail. I got my 70-200 on. The only problem is this trail is probably 200 meters long and the chances of other people jumping on the trail are pretty good. Fingers crossed that I can get through this relatively quickly. Somebody behind me needs to use the toilet. Number 2, that is. right, I think that worked. Gonna head back to the car area, keep the camera on the tripod because there's another nice looking trail just over here that I might attempt a similar shot. I did end up shooting the trail, and I think the combination of my jacket and this springtime brown and yellowness of the land just really makes a nice shot. The sun was poking through, so that definitely helped with a little golden hue. And yeah, glad I shot that. Well, I think I just saw one more photo to take, and it's from right here. On the way into Aso, I had seen a couple of views that looked pretty nice. One was just with these cattle and the landscape in the background. And the other was a waterfall, which was part of a really large canyon. So just before our trip would end, I just wanted to see if I could get a couple of images of both of those locations. Well, the drone flight didn't really quite light up like I had hoped it to, but that's okay. We did get that bonus collapsed bridge, and I think that was far cooler than the canyon anyhow. But I think that's gonna wrap up this episode of Field Trips, and as a whole, it's gonna wrap up the Kyushu trip. Overall, a great trip, my first time here, and I really can't wait to come back. Unfortunately, I didn't get up to the crater at Mount Aso, but that just means I'm going to return and figure that all out and get it when it's open and when the weather and light is on. So thanks for watching, appreciate all the views as usual, and we'll see you next time on Field Trips. Take care.